Hi everyone, welcome to another episode of Rita's Book Club. This week I'm telling you all about Wolfsong by TJ Klune. This is the first book of the Green Creek series and it has been on my to-read list for a few years, to be honest with you. Recently I bought the book and finally entered this fantastic world of werewolves created by this author that has been one of my favorites. Oxnard Matson was 12 when his father taught him that Ox wasn't worth anything and people would never understand him. Then his father left and he stayed with his mother. Ox was 16 when the energetic Bennett family moved in next door, harboring a secret that would change him forever. They are not just a family, they are a pack. The Bennetts are shapeshifters and can transform into wolves at will. Drawn to their magic, loyalty, and enduring friendships, Ox fills a gulf between this extraordinary new world and the quiet life he has known. Sorry. But he finds an ally in Joe, the youngest Bennett boy. Ox was 23 when murder came to town and tore a hole in his heart. Violence flared, tragedy spilled the pack, and Joe left town, leaving Ox behind. 3 years later, the boy is back, except now he is a man, charming, handsome, but haunted, and Ox can no longer ignore the song that howls between them. I think at this point, and after reading a few of TJ Klune's books, it's pretty easy to realize that this series is one of those series about love, loyalty, betrayal, and found family. The fantasy aspect with the werewolves was so well inserted in the story too. First, and just to get this out of the way, I was really hooked on the werewolf stories and how the author created all the fantastic parts of it. I know that there is still so much more to come, especially knowing what happened in the past and the consequences of that in the present and future. But it was really captivating, and I loved how the use of the songs were incorporated in it. It felt like the book gained even more magic and emotion. Next, what really drew me in was Ox and Joe's bond. The way that DJ described these two meeting and how he developed them both as characters was one of the most glorious things I've ever read. There is some age gap between them, and when they meet, Joe is still a kid, but it was so well constructed that the friendship and bond that they share is already amazing, even before it gets to the romance later on in the story, when it's appropriate for them to have romantic feelings for each other. They are soulmates, and of course they are, but the chemistry they shared was off the charts, and I love how we get to see these two very different characters grow and change together, overcoming a lot of obstacles and getting so much stronger by each other's sides. I got to say that I have a big place in my heart dedicated just solely to Ox because that boy was truly something else. He was so sweet and strong, he had to overcome so much from a young age. But the way he sacrificed himself over and over again, and the way he became what the pack needed him to be, not just a simple human, was extraordinary. He went through so much loss, but he had a family to catch him every step of the way. And of course, the found family concept that it's one of my absolute favorites. As I said before, this is one of TJ's specialties, but this one was just so special when we take into consideration the whole pack concept. I loved how the Bennetts just adopted Ox and his mother from the very first moment they met, but how later on they grew into all the people that pack grew into all the people that were important to Ox and had a place with others. They were all puzzle pieces that fit perfectly together. And I loved all the side characters, especially the guys from Gordo's Garage. They were so amazing and a good comic relief in a lot of tense moments. But I also loved how, especially in the last part of the book, they became very important and and even in deeper characters. It was really lovely to see. I'm super excited to read the next book, which is Wolfsong, which will be Gordo's and Mark's story. I loved Gordo so much, and I love this connection, the connection he had with Ox. But I'm so curious to know about his previous connection with the Pack, the Bennets, and especially Mark. So I can't wait to get to know these characters and understand his own decisions. As always, if you like this video, please like, comment, and subscribe to my channel. You can also follow me on Instagram at Rita's Book Club for more content. Thanks for watching and see you next week. Happy readings.